A former chairman of Westminster's ethics watchdog has warned that ministers at Stormont need to properly supervise the activities of their special advisers. The role of the advisers has come under increased scrutiny. A recent BBC Spotlight programme heard claims that a DUP adviser had tried to pressurise a councillor to change her vote at a housing executive board meeting. It's an account he disputes. So do the rules that govern this particular job need changing? Here's our political reporter, Stephen Walker.
Special advisers are meant to be behind the scenes, but increasingly they are making headlines. It was the appointment of Mary McArdle as a ministerial advisor that put this role in the spotlight. She was convicted for her part in the murder of Judge's daughter Mary Travers. A bill brought by the TUV leader Jim Allister now bars anyone with a serious conviction from being a special advisor.
I think that SPADs have this role where they are arm's length from the minister when it suits, and when the minister wants a message out, etc., then the SPAD can be a useful vehicle, and sometimes it's deniable, etc., etc. But they really are the power behind the throne.
Special advisers are employed to give ministers advice, brief MLAs, review papers and generally assist the minister. They are civil servants and are paid for by public funds. Their role is governed by a code of conduct. It states they can carry out party political work, but that work is limited. And it states that at all times they must uphold political impartiality. So are the rules too lax? And should the work of advisers be more tightly controlled? Now an MLA, Conal McDevitt used to be a special advisor.
My opinion is that special advisers should advise ministers. They should not be public political figures. They should not be engaged in electoral politics, and they should understand that their role is as a temporary senior civil servant, not as a party official.
It's that conflict between working as a civil servant and having a political role that can cause tension.
Extra care needs to be taken to ensure that the minister in particular properly supervises those special advisors and make sure that they don't either deliberately or unwittingly get involved in activities that not only clash with the rules, but certainly wouldn't justify the payment of their salaries from public funds.
The executive has 19 special advisers who can earn as much as £90,000 a year.
There does need to be clarity, and maybe it's time the party said, actually, these men and women who are the ministerial advisors, we'll pay for them, and then they are political and everybody understands exactly what they're doing, but they can't be political and paid for by taxpayers.
Sometimes special advisers create more headlines than ministers. Sinn Féin moved advisor Mary McArdle to another position after her original appointment caused controversy. Former IRA prisoner Paul Kavanagh, who's also a Sinn Féin advisor, may also be on the move soon. He advises Martin McGuinness, but new legislation bars him from remaining in office. The Ulster Unionist sacked advisor Brian Crowe in 2011 when he was found to have sent sexually explicit correspondence. Recently, the spotlight fell on DUP advisor Stephen Brimstone. Advisors are meant to live life in the political shadows, but at Stormont, it seems they're rarely out of the limelight. Stephen Walker, BBC Newsline.